Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Superliga de Futsal final round of the season. We're live at the Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre, and this game that we've got is an absolute cracker. We've got first place and our inaugural season league winners, Braza Futsal, wearing the white, playing against second place Callidon United. Obviously, Callidon needing a win in this game to make sure they keep the pressure on Orpea Athletic in the race for second versus third. Obviously, Orpea Athletic will be playing Kinkara Knights later on tonight in our final game of the season. At the moment, Callidon United in the orange are leading 5-0 over the league winners. Obviously, a number of those goals coming as a result of Braza being late to the match. But since the teams have got started, Callidon have put an extra goal away. We have 9.5 minutes left in this first half, and there is a lot on offer for both of these teams tonight. Obviously, whilst Braza sealed the league title tonight, last week, a number of awards available, obviously, with Luis Fernando currently leading the Golden Boots standing, and Luis Fernando on the ball at the moment, just looking for his options. Trying to go with the 1-2 with Ian Slight, who just sends the ball out of play. Obviously, second on the Golden Boot standings, Fabio Barbosa not here tonight, along with fourth place, Andre Pereira. So two big names at the moment missing for Braza Futsal. Be interesting to see how the team copes with them as Braza look to see if they can go the whole season undefeated. Obviously, they've got a big task on their hands, 5-0 down, but you know, we've seen them over the course of the season. They are capable of scoring goals quickly, as a good save by McLeod just before he himself looking to try and earn a few more rank points over the course of this game, push higher up on the goalkeeping Golden Glove standard. Now Hayden in possession of the ball, just trying to find Lennon, the sole goal scorer in the game so far, but just runs out of play. And now Fernando drops it to the feet of George Camano. Now Luke Hayden coming off, replaced by Dan Liddy, number 10. We are joined again, ladies and gentlemen, an absolute treat. Dean Barnes returning to the commentary box for the second week in a row. Dean, how are you going?
I'm good, Drew. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Good start to the game. I mean, obviously, helpful 4 goals to start off with, Braza being late, but obviously a nice finish there early on.
Yeah, look, well, our situation being in second with equal on points, kind of a blessing in disguise. They turned up a bit late and getting the early goals, but great finish, great back post. Good ball by Scotty to Steve to put in. Just hoping Dan Liddy can put some away and maybe jag that golden boot.
Oh, so it'd be a nice way to end the season for him on a personal note. And obviously, as you mentioned, it's a nice situation to be in. Obviously, 5-0 up in this game, knowing that whatever result you guys do, Orpea have basically got to better it by a considerable margin to overturn the goal difference between the two teams and try and push you guys out of that second place.
Yeah, look, it's a good runners-up prize or booby prize for us. We wanted to win the comp. Obviously unlucky last week with the amount of players, and Orpea did play very well in that second half. So yeah, you're right. We're in a good position right now.
It'll be interesting to see how the team, obviously, Braza with Ian Slight on goal, usually in goals, out on the court this week as he takes a big air swing with that one. But it'll be interesting to see how the team obviously fares. Braza without any subs. You guys obviously have got the 2 boys on the bench at the moment.
Kind of switch of roles from the first time we met, where they had all the subs and we didn't have any ones. But yeah, he's definitely taken one for the team being on the field.
Definitely, yeah. You can see he's obviously not accustomed to obviously being on the field, but he does a good job. But he's carrying a slight knock, I think, from games on the weekend. But be interesting to see, if he can have any moments of brilliance on the court.
I'd like to see him score a goal, to be honest. Let us get a couple more. I'd like to see him get one away.
And then put one away, exactly. But obviously you guys with a new signing playing Zach Stevens tonight. So
yeah, look, he's been unavailable for about 4 or 5 weeks. Every time I've asked him if he can play, he's been unavailable. This is the first week he's been available, so we've always wanted to have a young player on our team that can run all day, and we finally got it.
Just a shame it's come the final game of the season.
Yeah, it is. Very unfortunate. There we go. That's always there. He's got the speed, he's got the pace to get the interceptions.
And obviously a free kick now in a really dangerous area for Callidon. It'll be interesting to see. You can see straight away Dan Liddy wants this. He's thinking every chance I can get to have a shot on goal. I want to be taking it.
Dan and Matty will be arguing over this one for sure. I've got Matty taking it though. He has to take it.
Just the raw power behind what he can do.
No.
Looks like Dan's going to step up and take this. Oh, what a finish! Sumptuous finish there by Dan Liddy, picking up his first of the game and taking the scoreline now to 6-0.
Four more, Dan.
Exactly. And obviously it puts Dan in a good position, obviously, for the player rankings, pushing his way into that All-Star 5 selection at the end of tonight's matches. He's currently tied with Elliot of Orpia and Jacob Petruszewski from Basana, so knowing that he can obviously push ahead of those guys.
I'm not sure I want him to get that. I'll get reminded of that. But overall, pretty good first season, the comp. It's ran pretty well. They've had their hiccups, but we've enjoyed it. It's been very good, very competitive. Probably one of the best comps I've played in a long time. So it's been great.
No, it's been fantastic having all the boys back together, playing some fantastic futsal week in, week out, and putting on a few masterclasses for some of the younger teams, showing them how to play.
And look, hats off to the organisers. I can see this comp going a long way in the future. Any young players that want to test themselves, I definitely feel they should get involved.
Definitely. Good bit of work there by Liddy on the ball, just trying to find a little bit of space. Oh, good scoop ball down the line. Liddy just trying to square it, but good interception by Kamano. Oh, Tiago with the nutmeg. Beautiful bit of skill there by the goalkeeper, just able to roll it through the legs of Zach Stevens. So at least he can see the funny side of it, but...
And you'll notice, like I said, Zach's going to run all day when he's on. It's going to help us a lot with his fitness. Good save.
Another save by Connor.
Great turn there as well.
Connor will be looking to carry on after his impressive performance last week, picking up the MVP in that particular game. And, obviously, having had the luxury over the season of having two fantastic goalkeepers with Zane Freiberg and Connor obviously alternating, due to availability, injuries and a few other things, but...
Yeah, it always used to be the problem, teams having good keepers. We've got two obviously, and Basana's obviously got two keepers as well, which is very unusual.
Yeah,
good target, very good target work there.
Yeah, it's one of the things that obviously Braza have done very well, and obviously we mentioned it last week in your guys' game against Orpia, that ability to pop up into those central areas and just get the ball in at feet, either look for the layoff ball, turn, and obviously George Kamano doing a great job there, laying it off Alejandro, who just couldn't get his effort on target. But surprised to see obviously that Braza haven't really had the sort of impact in the game that they have over the course of the season. Obviously, despite being short so far on players, the three natural court players that they have got in George, Lewis and Alejandro are three absolutely fantastic players. So, but
they're missing one of their main strikers, aren't they?
Yeah, Fabio Barbosa.
Yeah, so which is going to hurt them. He's
second on the Golden Boot standings at the moment. And
it's like if we were missing Dan for a week, it's going to hurt us. He puts away our goals, and Matty.
Oh, exactly, and obviously him being away along with Andre Pereira has been away for the last couple of games for them, and he's pushing right up there on the All-Star player ranking selection. So, two big players for Braza that they've been missing tonight, and Andre for the last maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Oh, lovely run there by George Kamano in behind Matty Taylor, but little touch off of the keeper, and the ball goes out for a corner for Braza.
Be very upset if we concede with a minute to go in the first half.
Yeah, good defensive cover there by Stevens. Lennon just putting a bit of pressure on Luis Fernando. Now Alejandro Aya just looking for his options. So, the movement just isn't there at the moment from Braza. I mean, that we've seen week in, week out. They're just a little bit slow, a bit lethargic, both in possession of the ball and transition-wise.
It's going to hurt them being down on goals straight away in the game. Your head obviously drops straight away. It's a mental thing.
But yeah, as we said, good opportunity obviously for you all guys to put away a few goals. Obviously, the handball there.
I don't know what he's complaining about there, to be honest.
So pretty obvious handball there. So yeah. And with that, we go in at half-time in the first game of tonight's action. Callidon United leading over Braza Futsal 6-0, and obviously the result at the moment having big implications for the standings. Whilst Callidon, even with a win, can't catch or overtake Braza Futsal, what it does do is really put the pressure on Orpea Athletics. So prior to this game, Callidon United and Orpea were tied on points. Only their goal difference separated them, with Callidon having a +4 advantage over Orpea now. The scoreline in this game being 6-0 means that goal difference is now up to +10. So, as it currently stands, Orpea Athletics game against Kinkaro Knights later tonight, Orpea would have to win by a double-digit margin. Can they do it? Who knows? They have, shown their abilities in front of goals, and more importantly, their defensive capabilities. They've currently got the best defensive record in the league. But will they be able to? Who knows? But be sure to stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and join us for the second half of this game live from the Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre. It is the final round of the Superliga de Futsal Brisbane Season 1. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this game. For those of you that are just tuning into the stream, Callidon United leading Braza Futsal 6-0 in this game. We are joined again for the second half by Dean Barnes. So, what was the halftime team message for the guys?
It was basically press them most of the time when they got the ball. Don't know the player's name, number 8.
Luis Fernando.
Fernando, just lay off him a bit. He wants you to press. He's got the skill to beat you. He tries to lure you in. But we have said definitely press the rest of the players. Get them under pressure.
Oh, great run there by Stevie Lennon. Looking to see what he can do.
Oh, lucky.
I think it's gone out, just for kicking over the far side. But just clever run in behind, able to get around the back of Alejandro, and unfortunately couldn't get his shot on target. Just looking for his options.
That's exactly where we want. We press the one player
and force the error, just get the turnover of possession. But interesting to see, obviously, over the course of this second half, who out of Dan Liddy and Maddie Taylor can try and score. Obviously, both of them tied on 11 goals at the moment for the clubs. So,
there was a little chat about that.
So I know that each of them will be in their heads going, obviously, try and pick up a few goals, extend that lead, from a team standpoint, but also, in their heads going, want to get one up on my teammate.
Yeah, and look, they're both not greedy players, so it was all right having a chat about it for them to get the goals. We both want them to hopefully get their 4 goals they want.
Exactly.
but not at a detriment of the team.
No, definitely, and good ball there from Maddie Taylor, able to find Scott Fenn, whose effort just a little bit wide of Tiago Norman's goal. And now Alejandro Aya. Possession turned over there by Braza Futsal for a foul throw. And now Scotty Fenn just looking for his options and squares it across for Steve Lennon. Looking for that diagonal ball, find Maddie Taylor, but intercepted by Aya. Finds Kamano. But again, possession just turned over, and now Maddie Taylor. Good square ball for Fenn, but heavy first touch, and Kamano's able to intercept the ball. So, it's a bit surprising to obviously see the approach Braza have taken towards this game. Obviously, they've been one of the most professional teams over the course of the season, and it shows the fact that prior to this game they've been undefeated all season. So it's a shame to see that they have let it slip on the final day of the season and missed that chance potentially to go undefeated. But obviously, these things happen in sport.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock actually. Drawing with us, I thought they would want to make a statement, show they're the best team in the league. That was probably the game of the season.
Definitely.
It is very much a shock.
A good surging run. But tackle, fair tackle, we got the ball. Good tackle there. And now Luis Fernando with the opportunity, trying to get the shot away. And now he does, and he finally puts it in the back of the net. And Luis Fernando with that, just extending his lead at the top of the Golden Boot standings. Obviously, Liddy and Maddie Taylor now needing to score an extra one each.
Yeah, he might have sealed it with that one, I think.
Oh, beautiful ball. Lucky Hayden. Oh, that's a fantastic
Steve
thing.
Lennon.
Steve Lennon, the
Very
assist
skillful.
from Luke Hayden.
Very, very
Beautiful bit of work. And now taking that one to 7-1.
You see that? 2012 Steve Lennon just then.
Now Alejandro Ayala, just brought back by the referee, taking the kick in a little bit too high up the court. Now Aya into Fernando. He squares it across to Moraes. Finds Commander down the line, but well held up by Steve Lennon, who just tries to get past down the line, but runs the ball out of play. And Kamano now with the ball. Goes deep to Luis Fernando. Tries to force it down the line. Oh, beautiful ball by Maddie Taylor. Oh, Lucky Hayden taking a bit of an audacious attempt there, just from the halfway line. But
don't know if he mishit that. I think that was my back post, but.
Good battle there between Moraes and Maddie Taylor. Oh. I think Steve was just anticipating Alejandro to step into, just try and collect the ball himself. But
I mean, even though Fernando's getting very frustrated this game, you can see the class and the skill level he's got.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Just the ability he does have when he picks the ball up and just runs at you. If you're a defender in 1v1 situation, you've got him just running at full pace at you. You're not going to necessarily be liking the sight.
He wants you to press him. He's got the skill to go past you.
Yeah, exactly. Just waits for that little bit of contact in the back, know that you're there, and then he'll just spin you and gone in a second, gets a shot away so quickly.
Very skillful, very skillful.
Ooh. And speaking so, just that kind of movement exactly by Luis Fernando. Unfortunately in this situation, just drags his attempt wide of the goal. Now Dan Lilly back on for Callidon, and he finds Steve Lennon in the ball. And Lilly gets it back now, just going down the line. Oh, crunching tackle.
Wow.
yellow card there to Luis Fernando for that tackle. And the ball squared. Scotty Fenn to the middle. Liddy finds Fenn, or good save there by Thiago Norman in goal. Now good chest control. 20 out, or just can't get the return ball back to Fernando, but well kept in there by Aya. Finds Fernando, his efforts well blocked by Liddy, and then just sends it clear. You can start to see a little bit frustration.
Yeah, it's getting scrappy on both ends, I think, and the emotions are getting the better of some players. I just walked over to the boys and said we're rushing it in the final third in front of goals, and it hasn't hit home yet. We're still doing it.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, just that clinical nature, obviously, that you guys had in the first half.
Yeah, and it hurt us last week too, last week's game. So we haven't learned from our mistakes.
Nice ball over the top there by Luis Fernando. Aya just trying to find Kamano with the layup, but just a little bit too much on the ball. Now Steve Lennon trying to go down the left-hand side, but good interception.
Done. Great tackle. And that's what
nice
he's
ball
good
roll.
at.
Just to get past, but
great
down
tackles
there by
there.
Zach Stevens.
Good foot all around there.
Yeah. And now beautiful square ball across the court there. Now Lennon turn on the left foot.
Oh, lucky.
Just
deflected.
Yeah, out for the corner now for Callidon. Stevens just turns possession over. Kamano finding Fernando. Looks to see if he can drive. Gets the shot away, but well saved there by McLeod in goal.
Very confident player. Yeah, no, very confident.
Now Matty Taylor just trying to see what he can do. Held up in his own area. Lovely run by Liddy. He's got Stevens making a run on the far side, but
great play.
Forced back to find Fennon. Good retention of possession by Callidon. I think just a little bit flat-footed there by Fenny, but
he's been carrying an injury all season, just trying to play through, and little things like that, you can see it.
No, definitely, yeah. We had a little bit of a chat to him before the game, just seeing how the injuries were holding up, and yeah, he was saying, he loves playing the sport, so it's always hard to keep players away, when they love it. But
growing up, he was always the kid juggling, always getting involved.
Nice bit of work there by Matty Taylor through the legs of Fernando, but Norman just able to intercept in. Now Marcus Moraes just trying to keep it in with a double header, but opportunity to counter here for Callidon if they can make the most of it. Scotty Fenn trying to find the run of Zach Stevens at the back post, but well intercepted and knocked out by Kamano for a corner to be taken by Liddy. Finds Hayden, and Norman just coming out able to intercept it.
He needs to play the easy ball there.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep possession, obviously. But Braza just taking it.
I think they're a bit tired now, Braza, holding the ball up. That was a sign.
I was going to say, trying to go for the cheeky one to try and find Fernando. Two simple options back, and I think he was fortunate to retain possession there, but in the end, Matty Taylor with the chance. Matty Taylor, see, like you were saying, going the unselfish route, taking the team play, but Fernando, beautiful one on the left foot. Unfortunate not to add another goal onto his collection there. Yeah, it's just that skill, just able to bull roll it past one so effectively, cut onto his left foot, find that little bit of space for himself, and on this attempt, just unfortunate to find the target. Good work by Lukey Hayden. I think air swing was part of the game plan there. I think for Lukey Hayden, just push the defence a little bit further back.
A bit excited, I think.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Great play by Liddy. Finding Matty Taylor, whose efforts well blocked by Fernando. Now, Fernando just looking for his options and goes back to find Thiago Norman, who takes the toe punt himself, but just wide of McLeod's goal, and will be a goal kick for Callidon United. Just a little under 8.5 minutes left in this game, and despite Braza showing up late, Callidon have put in a fantastic display over the course of the game. Obviously, still time. You never know with futsal. It's one of those games where a team can have complete control of a game for large parts of it.
It takes 3 seconds to score a goal in futsal, and
exactly.
The sting has gone out of the game, but anything can happen.
Exactly. I think it's just a case now for the team to make sure they do keep that mindset high. Obviously, we spoke last week about the match you guys had against Basana, where a couple of quick goals in quick succession, and the way that it can almost change momentum and mentality of teams. So, and we've seen with Braza over the course of the season, they do have that ability to put goals away in quick succession when they get going. So I think just making sure that the guys stay switched on, and they should realistically be able to see the result out from here. You'd like to think.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I mean, and like you said, it's the reason we all love futsal, the excitement. Things can change at any time.
Oh, nice bit of work there by Steve Lennon.
Lovely play. Lukey popping up again.
Oh, beautiful run and
lucky
well
Matty.
Intercepted there by Tiago Norman. Now Alejandro intercepted. A timeout called here by Braza Futsal with 7 minutes remaining in this match. 7-1 the score is currently to Callidon United, with 2 goals for Steve Lennon, 1 for Dan Liddy, and obviously the 4 goals as a result of Braza Futsal being 8 minutes late to the match. Obviously Braza's sole goal scored by Luis Fernando. Who else would it be really for them? That obviously keeps Luis Fernando for the time being at the top of the Golden Boot standings, currently on 16 goals. It's got a little bit of daylight between him and a couple of other players on the list, but obviously, the Orpea Kinkaro game promises to be an absolute classic with players of the likes of Hamid Vadhadi and Adam Stacey and Sam Bushminer looking to try and see if they can bang a couple of goals home and look to overtake Lewis at the top of the Golden Boot standings.
Two good games to finish the competition, really. Obviously this one's fizzled out a bit, unfortunately, but next game should be an absolute really good game.
Definitely, and it's amazing just how over the course of the season it's worked out that the 3 games tonight is first versus second, third versus fourth, and fifth versus sixth.
Yeah.
So, now obviously you'd like to think with the result for you guys it's currently standing, Aya takes a nice effort on the left foot volley, but just over McLeod's goal. You'd like to think that this result will pretty much all but guarantee you guys that second place, obviously.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I mean, I feel more comfortable if we've got another 2 or 3. But
yeah. But obviously, with the scoreline currently the way it sits, I think Orpea Athletic would need to beat Kinkaro Knights by 11 goals to overtake you guys. So, given the class of both of those 2 teams, Orpea have definitely got a mountain to climb in that game. Obviously, they know that they can't drop any lower than third place, but it would be nice for them to, maybe try and pick you guys, but
I didn't see the tackle, but he's obviously hurt from it. The boy's a bit concerned.
Yeah, not too sure whether it's just a combination of ball and ankle or exactly how it'll work, but yeah, Alejandro just needs to be just a little bit light. He's walking around comfortably now, so see how he manages the load over the remaining 5.5 minutes of the game. But
Matty
Taylor on the second attempt. Not sure whether he got a touch on that first one, but definitely put the final touch away. And from a personal standpoint, that does now put him 1 ahead of Dan Liddy on the goal scoring charts for Callidon. So interesting to see how over the remaining bit of the game, how Dan if that changes his approach anymore.
I don't know who I want to win out of them 2, to be honest.
You can see Luis Fernando a little bit frustrated. I think in part
he's
looking for it, but I think he's looking for it a little bit there. But
I've known Leo refereeing for 20 years, and if you play that game with him, you won't get anything.
Yeah. It's a beautiful bit of unselfish play by Matty Taylor with a lovely back heel layoff there. Liddy just can't get that first touch out of his feet enough to get the shot away, and I think having a little bit of a chuckle with the boys on the bench about the goal scoring. So
yeah, they feel a bit more comfortable now than the boys do. 5 minutes left.
Obviously, this result would cap off, what you said has been a very good season for the boys. Obviously, would be their 8th win out of only the 12 games in the season, and just the 2 defeats over the course, coming obviously in very close games as well. So it's a great foundation for the team to build on, and having got back into the game this season.
Yeah, and we looked at it as Orpea last week beat us fair and square. They definitely outplayed us in that second half. The other game we lost was to King Cara, first game, and like I said, it's the first game in 10 years at least for some of us boys. So, we picked a very hard team that, we drew a very hard team that trains constantly. So, we'll take that loss, but definitely Orpea deserved to beat us last week. So, yes, we're happy with the season.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, the biggest, obviously, plus that you guys have got compared to all the other teams is your performances and your results over Braza Futsal. The fact that you guys are the only team that haven't actually been beaten by them.
Yeah, we should win the league on that.
Yeah, exactly. A draw and a win against them. So, assuming obviously the result stays
I think we're safe now.
I'd like to think with 3.5 minutes left, the way that this game has played so far, that you guys will pick up the win. And now Scotty Fenn just looking for his options, and with a little deflection there off of Luis Fernando out for the corner. Matty Taylor just lurking at the back post, looking to try and see if he can get that strike away.
Steve Lennon's bread and butter here if it goes to him, but no, a bit too tight.
Now Lennon just going to go back to Fenn. Now Luke in, just drops off. Moraes just putting him under a good bit of pressure.
One more.
You can see Lukey Hayden just screaming for it on the far side, but Matty Taylor just unable to see the run. And Fernando squeezing through.
I don't know what he's complaining
I was
about
going to
then
say,
either.
yeah. No, you could tell as soon as he went down in the box, he's going to be appealing for that. Just see if he can, try and sway the referee. But, Leo Tottenham not having any of it really, and Lewis just.
I got told growing up, if you don't ask a girl out on a date, you won't get the date. So he's asking the question.
Oh, exactly.
He might get the free kick soon.
Yeah, you never know exactly. He asked, the referee has to make a decision, and Matty Taylor with the opportunity, and Luis Fernando.
It's a correct ball there. You're right.
Now opportunity for Matty Taylor. Oh, beautiful tackle there by Tiago, and it almost turns into an opportunity for Braza there, but would have been a nice way for Matty Taylor to seal it there, just roll past the keeper, and Luis Fernando goes down line, and this time,
definitely one. That is one.
This time he gets his free kick.
He's definitely going for goal.
Drilled into the back of Matty Taylor there. Now, Moraes just looking.
Step up!
Now, well intercepted by Lennon. Here we go. 2v1. Matty Taylor over the top. Steve Lennon on the knee. Oh, good save again by Tiago. Oh, that's a nice bit of play in.
Lukey going in hard.
50-50, yeah, it's always a good ones to see.
Oh, bit of dirties there.
Yeah, you could just see Fernando was going to get the free kick there.
I think that one was deserved as well, to be honest. 40 seconds left.
Now Lewis just looking for his options. Marcus Moraes just taking the audacious effort there, just waste a couple of extra seconds. Is there time for one more goal for Callidon to end the season on?
Not with passes like that.
Yeah. 10 seconds. Oh, ball over the top. Oh!
Great attempt.
Very nearly ended up putting it away. Would have been icing on the top of the cake there. Matty Taylor, take the shot. Just squeeze it wide, but that result sees Callidon United take out the final game of the season over our league winners Braza Futsal by 8 goals to 1. Obviously 2 goals for Steve Lennon, 1 for Matty Taylor and Dan Liddy apiece for Callidon United, and just the 1 for Luis Fernando. Obviously, as we mentioned, to those of you that had not being aware, Braza Futsal were late to the game and as such came into it 4 goals down. That result though has for the moment no impact on the leaderboard, as we already knew Braza Futsal were the league winners as a result of performances last week. But that win makes Orpea Athletics' task later on tonight a lot harder if they have any hopes of overtaking Callidon United on the leaderboards. It means that the goal difference extended by a further 7 goals between the two teams, taking it up to 11. So we know now Orpea will have to beat King Clara Knights by a minimum of 12 goals in order to overtake Callidon and seal second place in the leaderboards. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, the next game that we have got coming up sees 6th place Glasburn Royals taking on 5th place Basana Rangers, as both of these two teams will be looking to end their season on a high. Be sure to stay tuned for this game live from the Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre.
Joe.
Now Gailey just dropping the ball at the feet of Reese Pope, but put under pressure by Abdul, and a good physical battle between the two going on. But comes to Grant Davis on the right, gets a shot, and another fantastic save by Joe Heinreich with the outstretched right hand. Yet again, a number of incredible saves made by the young goalkeeper, and that just adds to his collection. Now Stone with the effort, and another save by Joe Heinreich, just parrying it around the corner this time. And Basana Rangers will have another corner. They know it's going to take something special to beat Heinreich today, the form that he's in. Comes all the way back, and yet again another incredible save with the outstretched leg again by Heinreich. Having a little bit of a chuckle with his teammates. I think he's even wondering how he's making some of these saves. Absolutely fantastic performance by the young keeper. And Steve White now trying to see if he can find a little space. Cuts it back to Reese Pope with the effort, but it's well blocked there by Redmore and falls to Stone on the halfway line. Out to White on the right. Tries to get past Calvert, but just can't keep the ball in play, and Glasburn now have possession of the ball. Obviously we are 7.5 minutes left in this first half, and the score is still locked at 0 in this game. Basana Rangers on the ball, looking to try and see if they can break down the Glasburn defence. Obviously they have had the better of the chances, but haven't been able to find a way past Heinreich, who's just been an inspired today for Glasburn Royals. And White comes out to the left hand side with Reese Pope. Will he look to try and get the shot away, and yet again another incredible save with an outstretched leg. Wasn't sure if Reese Pope was going to go for his favoured scissors and cut inside, but straight through the legs that time. Little deflection on it, but Heinreich able to get an outstretched left peg on the end of it. Now White able to go down line and intercepted there by Moses Davis, and a little bit of an air swing there by Reese Pope at the second attempt, and he does end up picking up a corner for it. And now the corner intercepted by Redmore, who looks to put them under pressure and wins the ball back, but Stone's able to. Now Vlad Gailey just sends it over. Moses Davis just can't get his effort on target. Now Grant Davis with the ball roll, but just can't get it. And Moses Davis with the nutmeg. His effort well saved over the crossbar by Vladimir Gailey. Now Davis just looking for his options. Goes Venomable deep, and Stone gets the interception. Heinreich comes down. Heinreich sees their foot just a little bit too high and sails over the bar of Vladimir Gailey. Now good tackle by Abdul on Pope and forcing Basana to go all the way back. Good bit of skill there, and now they've got the number overload if they can use it. Grant Davis goes down the line, and yet again another fantastic save by Heinreich in goal. Basana must just be tearing their heads out, wondering what it is going to take to get the ball into the back of the net. Now Calvert just going back to his goalkeeper, put under pressure there by Reese Pope. Now Redmore with a bit of time, but well intercepted there by Mitch Stone. And the long ball well intercepted and held by Vlad Gailey. Now Davis just goes back to Heinreich, finds Redmore with the flick down line to find Calvert. Redmore in the middle. Oh, and his effort's gone wide. Beautiful layoff there by Marty Calvert. Able to get it through the legs of Davis. But Redmore just couldn't get his effort on target. And now Basana with the opportunity to use the overlay. Grant Davis cuts inside, and Heinreich somehow managing to keep that ball trapped between his legs and keep his clean sheet for the moment. Calvert's effort knocked out of play. Now Calvert trying to go through the middle, and possession is turned over. And Heimreich just sends it long and out of play. Now Grant Davis looking to try and drive through the middle, but just slips. But possession is well kept. And now there's a 3v2 if Basana can use it, but aren't able to make the most of it. And it will be a goal kick now to Glasgow Royals. Just a little over 2.5 minutes left in this first half, and we are still scoreless. To those of you that are joining us, Heimreich's ball finds Calvert down the far right hand side, but just goes over the halfway line, and so Reese Pope will collect the ball for Basana. Pope just settling himself under composure while Grant Davis just adjusts his shin pads, and Davis with a beautiful ball, and Heimreich comes out and is able to collect. Good bit of interception covering for his defence there, the Glasburn goalkeeper. And Davis, his ball just asking a little bit too much there of Reese Pope, and Reddenwall finds Calvert, takes the toe on effort, and it's off the post. Fingertips saved there by Vlad Gailey. Calvert's return effort blocked. Abdul's over the bar. Beautiful turn, and yet again Heimreich able to produce a save. Reddenwall drops it at the feet of Abdul, but heavy touch, and it just goes to Vlad Gailey in goal. And Heimreich spills the ball, but recovers well to make the slide tackle on Stone and send the ball out of play. Grant Davis now just looking for his options and goes back, gets it on the 1-2. Gets his shot away, and fingertip save yet again by Heimreich. Tips it over the crossbar for yet another corner to Basana Rangers, and Stone looking for his options. Straight into Calvert, and Moses Davis now scoops it down the line. Marty Calvert, well saved by Vlad Gailey, just denying Calvert the chance to open the scoring in this game. But Calvert steals in front of Gailey and just can't get his effort on target. Fingertips from Vlad Gailey just getting in the way, and Calvert with the corner. It sends his corner out for a goal kick. Now with just 20 seconds left in this first half. Will there be one final chance for Basana to try and open the scoreline? Good defensive block by Reddenwall, keeps the ball in the hands of Heimreich. And now Calvert trying to send the ball through, and Reddenwall comes steaming through in his effort. Blocked by Grant Davison. With that, that will be half time. And we go in at the break. The score's tied 0. Definitely a game where the goalkeepers have been the busiest. Obviously, Joe Heimreich and Vlad Gailey making a number of incredible saves each, keeping their teams in this game. But we are moments away from going back to the second half. But ladies and gentlemen, be sure to stay tuned with us for the second half of this game, and obviously our third and final match of the night, which will see third place Orpea Athletic take on fourth place King Caro Knights in what could potentially be a very interesting game that could impact the standings of the ladder. But Orpea know they've got their work cut out for them. But that game will be coming up later tonight at 8:10. So be sure to stay tuned to the live stream for all matches of the Superliga de Futsal Brisbane final round of the season, live from the Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this fixture. For those of you that are joining us, we've got Basana Rangers, who will be getting us underway for the second half any moment now, taking on Glasgow Royals. The scoreline 0-0, and it has just been a game of the goalkeepers, basically. Both Joe Heimreiter and Vlad Gailey in absolutely inspired form, keeping their teams in it, and we definitely say Basana Rangers having created the better opportunities in the first half, but unable to really make the most. I mean, hard when Joe Heimreiter is in the form that he's been in this game, but you know, they'll be looking to try and see if they can put one past him in the second half. Now Heimreiter throws to Abdel, and Moses Davis going with the return ball, but nodded out of play by Reese Pope. Now Moses Davis just looking for his options. Drops it short. Abdul now looking to try and find his options, but well held up by Reese Pope. Now Redemore just looking for his options. Finds Abdul on the left foot, but his effort just over the bar of Vlad Gailey in goal. Now Mitch Stone able to go down line, but Moses Davis now for Glasgow just goes home to find Joe Heimreiter. Now Alex Redemore put under pressure there by Reese Pope, and the return ball to Redemore from Davis just a little bit too far out of his reach, and Steve White with the chance, but just scoops his effort over the crossbar. Oh, and a great defensive block there by Moses Davis. Steve White now to take the corner, comes back to find Mitch Stone, whose effort is put under pressure by Abdul, and the resulting effort just skewed a little bit wide. Oh, good interception though by Grant Davis, intercepting Heimreiter's ball, looking for Redemore, and you can see such as the standards that the Glasgow goalkeeper has for himself. Heimreiter a little bit frustrated with his attempted pass there. And Moses Davis, yeah, good bit of double pressing there by Grant Davis and Steve White, turning possession over for Basana. And it finds Reese Pope in space, and Reese Pope hits the post. You can see the frustration. He'd finally been able to beat Joe Heimreiter, but this time just could not get it past the post. And now Calvert finding Redemore, but well intercepted by Reese Pope, and he goes back to his goalie. Possession turned over. Now Redemore gets the shot away, but drags it wide of the goal. Now Gailey looking for his options. Able to find Grant Davis, who, if he can spot the run, another good save by Heimreiter, knocking this one out for a kick in. Mitch Stone to take. And, you know, Grant Davis did have Mitch Stone making the run there, back post, but I don't necessarily know if Davis saw the run. Had he done so, he might not have opted to take the shot on himself and gone for the more unselfish route with the pass, but it was a good effort. And now Mitch Stone though, and Mitch Stone finally! Joe Heimreiter is beaten, and Basana take the lead in this game. 4 minutes played in the second half. Grant Davis adds to his collection of goals for the season. But straight from kickoff, the effort there, well parried and saved. Oh, and another good save by Vlad Gailey. Now Moses Davis squeezes it through to Alex Redemore. Good save yet again by Gailey in goal. And now Calvert drops it short to Redemore, whose effort well blocked by Stone. Just can't though get out of this tight area, double teamed by Calvert and Redemore. Calvert's ball finding the head of Davis. Now Vlad Gailey finding Stone. Nice little 1-2 but well cleared by Joe Heimreich. Clever bit of play by the Glasgow goalkeeper. Oh, and Steve White. Oh, another good save there by Heimreich, just parrying that one over the crossbar. Stone loses possession of the ball, and Calvert who loses it, but Renamo with a crunching double challenge there on Grant Davis and then Steve White. Steve White now just looking to try and see what options he's got. Finds free space, but he's held up Moses Davis. Oh, and that is so unfortunate. But Moses Davis does level the scoreline in this game. Davis making a good interception there on Reese Pope in a dangerous area. The attempted clearance by Vlad Gailey in goal, just ricocheting back off of Moses Davis over Gailey in the goal, and then just Moses Davis on the goal line basically with the whole goal. Never going to miss from there. And we now are back tied in this 1 goal each. 14 minutes left. It'll be interesting to see which of the two teams will be able to take the lead next and try and assert themselves and end the season off with a win. Now, Heimreich just looking for his drops it short for Abdel. Put under pressure by Steve White, and his effort. Collective save there by Abdel and Heimreich. Good bit of work by Renamo. Turns possession over and winning it for Glasburn. And drops it into the feet of Moses Davis. He gets it back from his goalkeeper. And Davis with time to turn and possibly run to the defence, but this ball is intercepted there by Reese Pope. Now Vlad Gailey just drops it. Oh, and Pope's attempted ball to find Steve White, intercepted by Moses Davis, who a little bit slow, just trying to move it, and in turn turns possession over. Now Vlad Gailey finding Steve White, is able to keep it in play very well. Stone just knocking the ball into Redham, turning the ball over, and Glasgow and Royals just looking to try and set themselves to deal with this throw-in taken by Pope. Oh, well kept in there by Abdul, and beautiful ball finding Davis. Beautiful skill ball, Alex Redham, clean on goal, and he's put his effort wide. Good chance there for Glasgow to take the lead. Not to be though. Steve White now with the effort, and yet again, Ricey getting down low and pushing it wide with a fingertip save. Being the story of this match really. Basana creating good opportunities, getting them on target, and Joe Heimreich just denying them the opportunity to score. And the ball comes to Reese Pope, back post, and he finally gets his goal. Reese Pope having been frustrated time and time again over the course of this game by Joe Heimreich, and he's finally managed to get the better of him on this occasion. A ball which I don't necessarily think was targeted for Reese Pope at the back post has found its way to him, and he just lashes it home first time. But now Redham wins the ball, gets it shot away, and a good save by Vlad Gailey. Redham trying to find it into the middle. Bit of confusion where the ball ended up, and Basana now with a 3v2 if they can use it, but the ball looking to find Steve White down the right hand side, just a little bit too much on it. Good bit of strength there by Redham, just forcing Reese Pope, just preventing him from getting the ball cleanly, but he's got the kick in for Basana, and he finds White with a diagonal ball. Reese Pope just looking to see what he can do. Redham just coming leaning into that. You can see the referee just looking for the foul there. Calvert just standing up against Pope. Quick free kick taken there by Bassano, and they've got the numbers if they can use it. Reese Pope cuts inside with the scissors, well held up by Renamore. Mitch Stone just can't make the most of it. Reese Pope to Steve White, but good work by Joe Heimreich. Cuts it back, and Reese Pope's effort just dragged a little bit wide. And now Mitch Stone with a bit of time and space takes the show poke effort, but well blocked there by Calvert. And the ball does run out of play. Bassano, just under 10 minutes now left in the second half of the game. They'll be looking to try and see if they can claim their 4th victory of the season and end it on a winning note. Abdel putting a good bit of pressure on the effort there, just skewed a little bit high of Joe Heimreich's goal. Is able to stand there and just watch it sail over. Good run there by Steve White, just dropping in, able to pick up the ball and place the 1-2 there with White's effort, well saved again by Heimreich. And unfortunately for Steve White, the ball rebounding. But White's able to return the ball, finding Grant Davis, who just can't get his first touch clean enough to give him the opportunity to have a shot on Heimreich's goal. Calvert just turning the ball over, taking too long there with the throw in, and Grant Davis. I think he was just trying to catch Heimreich out with that one. It was initial good save there by Heimreich. The rebound, I think he was just anticipating to just sail over the bar, but it ended up deflecting off the crossbar. And from the resulting corner, Calvert putting in good yards to get up the pitch, but Vlad Gailey comfortably able to collect the ball outside of his box and keep the ball for Bassano. But now Heimreich looking to try and find Redemore with the ball. Now Steve White going back home. Calvert just doesn't have the legs to keep up, but he's able to get past Redemore. Claims of a handball and the scooped effort just over the crossbar. Alright, now Calvert picks the ball up. Oh, good tackle by Redemore. Just can't keep it in play though. Now Stone able to find White. Nice check run there to sell Abdel and just gain that yard of space. And Stone, Davis has made a run in behind, but just unable to find him there with the early ball. And White now finding Mitch Stone. Put under a bit of pressure there by Redemore. Able to get the interception, but it runs out of play. Turned over with Alex Redemore, finding Moses Davis, out to Mohamed Abdul, off the post. So close there, Glasgow Royals to bringing this game back to level pegging. Now Grant Davis, who turns possession over. Moses Davis now looking to try and find a bit of space to drive into. Oh, and he finds Redemore. Renimel tries to square it for Calvert, but the outstretched leg by Gailey. Renimel, good defensive work, but Grant Davis finds Steve White out on the left-hand side. Back to Davis and Renimel with a good tackle, good physical battle. Renimel doing a lot of defensive work, tracking the yards there for Glasburn. Finds Calvert, who is just unable to stay on his feet, keeping the ball. Now White finds Grant Davis, looks to drive past Calvert. Grant Davis' effort, well deflected and out of play for a corner. Now Davis. Oh, and it's an own goal. Grant sending that corner in. Deflected in off of Alex Renimel. And Basana Rangers now extend their lead to 3-1. Now Abdel turns possession over. Grant Davis just can't keep it in play. Oh, and a beautiful finish there by Moses Davis. Brings it back to 3-2 now to Basana Rangers. Just able to get his second of the night there, Davis, beating Vlad Gailey down low on his left-hand side. And you never know, just under 4 minutes left in this game. Could Glasburn, having come back, you know, so far in this game twice from a down position, come back once more, draw the game level and potentially even look to extend what has been a pretty good performance so far in the second half and pull off a win in their final game of the season. Calvert now has the ball in deep areas. No, just nodded on there by Steve White, and it will be a corner to the Glasburn Royals. Moses Davis just standing over it, looking for his options. He comes back deep to Calvert. Puts in a double wall roll, but his ball is turned over, and Mitch Stone. Oh, Mitch Stone able to score on his debut. Joe Ricey having pulled off some absolutely incredible saves over the course of this game, has just let that one slip through his fingers, and 4-2 now to Basana Rangers. A real letdown there for Joe Ricey. We know the standards that he has for himself, but now Moses Davis just looking to try and see what he's got. Marty Calvert on the toe punt, but well blocked, and the ball goes out of play for a corner yet again to Glasburn Royals. Moses Davis, I think, trying to recreate Grant Davis's corner at the other end for Basana, looking for the own goal. Not quite acute enough. Alex Redimel's effort though into the side netting. Coach Calvert intercepts, and Calvert buries that one for Glasburn Royals, bringing the score back to 4-3. And with just under 2 minutes now left, could Glasburn equalise and get a point in this game more? Good run down the left-hand side, and the effort just going wide of Ricey's far post. Now Abdel looking to drive, finds Redimel. Just can't keep the ball in play. Now Gailey, good throw in, comes back to Mitch Stone, just looking to find options. He wants to try and find Grant Davis, but nodded out of play by Marty Calvert. We enter just about the final minute of play. Be interesting to see the approach of these two teams. The ball goes deep on the far side, and clear header there, put wide. Will Basana rue that missed opportunity? Now, Redimel just put under pressure there by Stone, and Glasburn looking to try and see what they can do. The double team works. Grant Davis effort well saved again there by Ricey. Oh, now beautiful run down the far side there by Mitch Stone, but good defensive tracking there by Alex Redimel, preventing him the chance. Oh, Steve White making the run from the corner, and that will pretty much seal the game. Taking the quick kickoff, just trying to see if they can find a chance, get one more goal back. Renable squeezing through and just can't get on the end of it, but that will pretty much seal this game. Final score, Bassano Rangers 5, Glasburn Royals 3. Overall, a fantastic game of futsal between two teams who obviously would have hoped for more over the course of the season, but you know, obviously areas that all teams can improve on, and looking forward to season 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to On the Leaderboards, and in the red we have got King Caro Knights, 4th. And we are underway in this game. Orpia Athletic getting us started. Adam Stacey. Oh, and it's a goal straight away. Adam Stacey puts that one away. And for someone who's trying to see if he can claim the Golden Boot Award, that is a good way to start. That gives Adam Stacey, that takes him up to 12. He's 4 goals behind Luis Fernando. Can he do it? We'll have to wait and see, really. But now Vadhadi looking to try and get his shot away. Obviously both Adam Stacey and Hamid Vadhadi looking to try and see if they can claim a spot in the team of the season, the All-Star 5. Knowing the level of competition on offer, both of them need to put strong performances in this match to have a chance. And Stokes with a drive, and good save there by Craig Odrom. Now Vadhadi just dropping it back to Stokes. It comes to Vadhadi, deflected off of Mitch Lowe. Montoya just unable to keep the ball in there. Now Mitch Lowe in possession of the ball, looking to try and see what his options are. Oh, but it's turned over there. And now Vadhadi gets past Stacey, but good defensive work, and Stacey now with time and space to drive. Good. Bit of double teamwork there by Vadhadi and Stokes. All 3 players ending up on the floor. 1-2 play between Stacey and Bushmiller. Stacey tries to go down the line, get the space, but well blocked there by Amir Vadhadi. Stacey goes to see what he can do, driving down the left-hand side, getting the shot away, and another good save by Craig Odrom with the fingertip save. Now Montoya looking for his options. Vadhadi's good save again there by Odrom. Bushmiller finding Stacey. Looking to try and drive down the left, cutting back inside, finds Lowe in the central area. The 2v1 opportunity was on, but well intercepted there by Mateo Montoya. Knows how to play for a King Caro Knights corner. Looking for Adam Stacey on the volley. Adam Stacey though, sending it high and wide of Espinosa Leon's goal. Just drop options. Now Craig Odrom just looking for his options. Oh, he's turned it over. Amir Vadhadi, good save though. Craig Odrom making up for his mistake there, just apologising to his teammates, but and another good save down low there by Odrom, denying Vadhadi. Oh, Mitch Lowe nearly selling Alistair Bushmiller short there with a bit of a pass. Now Stacey just unable to get on the end of that ball from Bushmiller. The ball runs out of play. Vadhadi just unable to get any touches on it, keep it in play, and Bushmiller now just goes back to his keeper Odrom. He drops it at the feet of Adam Stacey, but well held up there by Amir Vadhadi. Oh, good bit of play there by King Caro Knights, but Alistair Bushmiller just unable to keep the ball in play there, and Orpia with a chance to regroup. Oh, a lovely bit of 1-2 play there by the Vadaddies. But Craig Odron coming out of his goal and cleaning up well there. Now Orpia, the task, they knew before this game that they did have a mountain to climb if they wanted to try and overtake Callidon United for that second position, needing to win by 12 goals. The fact they find themselves 1-0 down in this game, the task has only been expanded upon, needing to score 14 goals. But good there, hands by Craig Odron. Mitchlow dropping the ball at the feet of Kwanu, just can't keep the ball in play and it runs out. Oh, beautiful run in behind by Montoya, and Vadaddi's searching ball found him nicely, but Craig Odron yet again up to the standards, able to make the save. Now Vadaddi with the ball, looking to try and go down line, but just can't keep it in play. And Mitchlow finding Adam Stacey. Looks to try and find a bit of space for himself. It comes to Kwan, whose effort nearly beats Espinosa Leon at the near post, but he's able just to parry it round the corner. And now Kwan looking for his options. Adam Stacey takes it down, and Stacey's effort well blocked. And Stokes' effort on his left foot, just a little bit high of Odron's goal. He definitely had it covered. You could just see the relaxed approach he took there to it. But now Kwan able to find low on the left-hand side, looking for his options. Drops it at Kwan's feet, and well held by Espinosa Leon. And now Sola dropping it deep to Vadaddi, but the running behind just not there. Now Mitchlow will pick the ball up. He plays it up wide, find Adam Stacey. Looks to go down the line. Finds Kwan, and Kwan's turned it over. Stokes finds Vadaddi. And he puts his effort wide, one-on-one with Odron. Odron had gone down low, anticipating the shot. I think if Vadaddi had just gone for the scoop effort, he probably would have found the back of the net there, but not to be, and Stacey nearly getting caught out by Stokes. Now Kwan looking to go along and find Alistair Bullschneider, but well held up there by Juan Soler. Now Sam Bullschneider finding Alistair Bullschneider down the right hand side, looking to try and get space to get a shot away, but it's well saved by Espinosa Leon, who drops it at the feet of Dane Stokes out wide on the right. He's looking for the runs in behind and finds David Felipe, comes inside, back onto the right foot, David Felipe, Craig Odron's gone down, and Felipe somehow hasn't back of the net, and it's gone out for a kick in on the far side. Beautiful bit of work there by David Felipe, getting it on that right foot, could have taken the shot, cuts inside, with the chance again on the left this time, cuts back, selling both Stacey and Bullschneider, and the third effort sells Craig Odron, goes down line, but so unfortunate not to get an effort on target. And Bullschneider now finding Stacey in behind, who's ended up on the ground, just treading on the ball there. A place that Adam Stacey is accustomed to finding himself on the floor. But this time he gets a strike away and goes out for a goal kick, hitting it into the back of his own teammate Sam Bullschneider. Oh, the ball there by Dane Stokes for Felipe, just a little bit too wide. Now Stacey picks the ball up out wide, just trying to scoop it over the top of Vadaddi. Nice and strong, and what a save by Espinosa Leon. Powerful drive there by Stacey. Espinosa Leon's sight blocked a little by Stokes, but The reflex save, parries it over the bar. Now that's the Bushmider's effort. Another good save by Espinosa Leon, this time with the outstretched right leg. Now Kwan, his corner's intercepted by Stokes, but it's got a 2v1 battle with Kwan and Stacey, and what can Stokes do? Oh, would have been a beautiful effort there with the 1-2 between Stokes and Vardadi, but just out of play, and Bushmider now in a 2v1 of his own, but he's able to regain possession of the ball and drops it back. Sam Bushmider finding Brian Kwan on the right hand side. Stacey with time and space. And oh, beautiful ball there by Juan Sola. Looking to thread David Felipe through, but possession now turned over, and Amir Vardadi. Oh, beautiful bit of skill there, getting past Bushmider, but just unable to maintain possession of the ball, and now Brian Kwan has it for Kinkaro. Now Brian Kwan just trying to force his way through a little bit there, but well held up by Vardadi, and Bushmider just sending the ball long at the moment. Now Odron finding Adam Stacey, looking to try to drive his way through. Gets the shot away, but it's well blocked. Falls to Sam Bushmider, whose effort is sent wide. Just 7 minutes now left in this first half, and as we expected, it would be a close game. Kinkaro, though, leading following that lightning quick start, which saw Adam Stacey score in a matter of seconds following kickoff, but since then, you know, both teams have had good opportunities. Definitely would say that Espinosa Leon has actually been the busier of the goalkeepers, but making a number of good saves. And now Mitch Lowe has the ball for Kinkaro Knights from the sideline. Looking to see what his options are. If he plays it quick, he's got Stacey in the central areas, but he's forced to go back to Kwanu, who looks to get the square ball. Well intercepted and read, though, by David Felipe. And Bushmider finds Stacey in the middle. Oh, beautiful bit of play, Stacey and Lowe, and Stacey with a bit of time gets a topo effort away, but blocked by Juan Sola and David Felipe now. Well intercepted by Stacey, who's got a bit of time and space to drive. David Felipe with the slide on Mitch Lowe. Stacey wanted the square ball back, but Mitch Lowe's looking to find Sam Bushmider back post, but it runs out of play, and Orpea now collect the ball. Oh, Vardadi's first touch just a little bit there, and it runs out of play. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed. He had a good opportunity himself to get Orpea back into this game, but you know, not necessarily up to the standards that he does set for himself so far, but obviously plenty of time for Vardadi to make a mark on this game and be an instrumental figure for Orpea, as he has been through much of the season. Likewise with Dane Stokes, who, you know, is currently sitting top of our player rankings and looks like the favourite to take out the MVP of the season award. Felipe Felipe finding Vadad. He's able to settle Kwan down the right hand side and puts a couple of assists. Great dodge run, making a bit of a reflex save there. You can tell he just did not see that ball coming until very late. In the end, able to get a bit of body and a bit of arm on it and make the save. On Sola, looking to try him. Now Alistair Bushmider just dropping it with Sam Bushmider. And he's able to scoop it down line. Mitch Lowe squares the ball. Brian Kwan off the post. Alistair Bushmider can't get the shot away. Kwan sails him down line, looking to square it. Bad David Felipe on the ground, making a vital interception. I think Kinkaro probably a little bit unlucky not to be able to put the ball in the back of the net there. And Alistair Bushmider forces his way through the middle. Possession turned over though by Solar and Orpia. Now Alistair Bushmider gets his toe poke effort blocked by David Felipe. And it will be another Kinkaro Knights with just over 3 minutes left in the first half. And Kwan's header just wide of the top corner. Now, David Felipe playing a dangerous game, but beautiful bit of skill by Felipe, getting the nutmeg on Mitch Lowe. Oh, nearly knocked into his own goal there by Brian Kwan. And now Sola making the run to the back post with the volley. Well hit, blocked by a combination of the Bushmiders. And Vidadi just trying to find a bit of space to get in behind. But Montoya's effort well blocked by Alistair Bushmider and out of play. For a corner for our Orpia Athletic. Montoya's return ball for Sola just out of play. And Odron will pick it up for Kinkaro, looking for options. Now Mitch Lowe. Oh, and the ball's been lost. Hamid Vadadi just skewing his effort wide. Had a little bit of time and space that he could have probably taken an extra step or two forward, but again Kwan turns the ball over and Stokes gets on his left foot, well blocked by Lowe. But possession turned over and good recovery this time by Kwan, denying Montoya the chance to drive down line. Now Sola. Oh, Stokes just unable to keep the ball there, but turned over, and now Vadadi driving down the left-hand side and side netting this time. As we enter the final minute of the first half, will either team be able to score? Obviously, Kinkaro would be looking to try and extend their lead going into the half-time break. Orpia, you know they want to try and draw links back to level pegging. Going in at the break, give them the best opportunity to build on the performance in the second half. As Bushmider's efforts well saved by Espinoza Leon, who can't keep a hold of it, and it's cleared there by Montoya. And Lowe looks for his options, but Stokes is able to flick it out of play with his head. Mitch Lowe. Sam Bushmider back to Alistair. With a matter of seconds left, they need to get the shot away, and Mitch Lowe does. And with a matter of seconds left in the first half, Mitch Lowe extends the lead to 2-0 to Kinkaro Knights. Cracking first half as we anticipated it. Obviously, I think on the face of it, Kinkaro probably deserving of the lead, but It'll be interesting to see how these two teams will go in the second half. Be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to stay tuned. We are live, the final game, the final round of the Superliga de Futsal Brisbane live from the Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre. We'll be back shortly for the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this game. Kinkaro Knights getting us underway. For those of you that are joining us, Kinkaro do lead in this game 2-0. A goal right at the beginning of the first half by Adam Stacey in the first few seconds, and a goal right at the end in the last 5 seconds by Mitch Lowe. Obviously, Orpea game definitely not over. They've got plenty of time to overturn the deficit, but realistically, knowing that in order to overtake Callidon and seal that second place, they will need to score at least another 14 goals without conceding. Doesn't look likely on the face of it. No team has scored more than that in one half. Only Braza Futsal have managed to achieve that feat over the course of a whole game. So whilst the game itself is still up in the air, the table itself looking like to be relatively set now as Mitch Lowe tries to find Alistair Bushmeister with a cross-court ball, but just a little bit behind him, and Espinosa Leon now collects it for Orpea Athletic. But in saying that, whilst the league standings themselves might not necessarily have anything left to play for these two teams, there are plenty of individual awards on offer. Obviously, the All-Star 5 Team of the Season selections, both Adam Stacey and Hamid Vadhali pushing hard for their teams, competing with a number of other players for a chance to be one of those 4 court players that makes the team. Obviously, Will Espinosa Leon in goal for Orpea Athletic, we already know, has sealed the goalkeeper position for his performances over the course of the season. But in addition to the All-Star 5, both Adam Stacey, who's on the ball, and beautiful bit of play there by Kinkaro Knights, finished off by Alistair Bushmeister, making it 3-0. But as we were saying, both Adam Stacey and Sam Bushmeister for Kinkaro Knights, along with Hamid Vadhali for Orpea Athletic, have a chance to claim Golden Boot awards. Oh, now Vadhali, good bit of work down the left-hand side, not had a play by Sam Bushmeister. Oh, Stokes nearly losing possession there to Stacey. Oh, beautiful bit of work by Stokes down the line. Now Stace. Just looking to see if he can pick up Vadadi and step across in there. And he's able to intercept it. Sam Bullschneider. What does he do? Squares it. Adam Stacey, and it is now 4-0. Adam Stacey picking up his second goal of the game. That does take him now into clear third spot in the Golden Boot standings, but obviously nothing's said at the moment, but it does put him in a good position. Orpio Athletic know that they have got a big task on their hands to overturn this deficit, the way that Kinkara are playing in this game at the moment. Oh, and Alistair Bullschneider now looking to drive, squares it from Mitch Lowe. First touch, good save though by Espen Leon. Now Stokes, held up by Mitch Lowe and just forced to go back to Vadadi. But the square ball, Adam Stacey now. Oh, I thought he was lining up, looking to try and take a shot himself there, but with the ball back, and now Bullschneider gets onto his left foot, well saved by Espinoza Leon. Doesn't quite grab it cleanly, but no pressure put on, and he's able to gain the rebound comfortably. Now Stokes dropping into the feet of Vadadi. Good bit of double team there. And Vadadi's forced to go back. Stokes out wide to Sola. Just looking for the run of Vadadi in the middle, but possession's turned over. And now here we go. Sam Bullschneider, good save by Espinoza Leon. There was a 3v1 opportunity there with Bullschneider having Lowe out on the left and Stacey out on the right. And oh, bit of a poor touch there by Stacey by his high standards, and runs out of play. And David Felipe's effort well held there by Craig Lodron. Oh, beautiful ball, finding Stacey down the line, and Stacey able to square in. Oh, Adam Stacey nearly getting a hat trick, but dragging his shot just wide of the goal. Now Stokes. Finding Montoya, gets the return ball. Dane Stokes, Topo, well saved again by Craig Lodron. And now David Felipe with the throw in, looking to go deep, but it's nodded out of play again by Mitch Lowe. Now Felipe's effort blocked by Bullschneider, and it falls to Stacey. Now Sam Bullschneider, just looking to try and drop the ball in at the feet there of Mitch Lowe, but just unable to find feet, and it runs out of play for an Orpia ball. Quite unable to make the interception. Felipe's ball for Stokes there, back just a little bit underweighted, and Quan now drops it back with Stacey, but good pressure by Montoya forces it out of play. And Stacey drops it short at the feet of Lowe. And the ball finds Stacey, looks to cut inside, but well held up there by Felipe and Stokes, but Lowe just runs it out of play, can't keep it in. Now Felipe just going back to goalkeeper Espinoza Leon. And now Sola. Finds Montoya, plays it out wide to find David Felipe, but again, just not the movement there by Orpia that we've seen in previous weeks. Just looking a little bit lethargic. Movement of the ball itself not quite as sharp as it has been. And the free kick conceded here by David Felipe. See a little bit of frustration just starting to set in with the Orpia players as Brian Kwan gets a bit of space and deflected in for an own goal. Brian Kwan there picking up his first goal of the night. Now Montoya across the quarter play for Felipe. Looks to find Sola deep in the attacking area. Good bit of work there by the number 15 off the back of both Stacey and Bullschneider. Now good bit of play there by Kwan and Mitch Lowe. Adam Stacey, just put on a bit of pressure there by David Felipe. Trying to see what he can do. Finds Mitch Lowe. Oh, and the ball from Alistair Bullschneider looking for Kwan was the right ball, but just couldn't make it. Oh, Craig Odger making yet another fantastic save. Now Stacey, great run there by Mitch Lowe to get in behind. Takes this shot and well saved by Espinosa Leon at his near post, just parrying it wide of the corner. Stacey, beautiful play. Back to Bullschneider. Oh, what a ball by Mitch Lowe. Adam Stacey round the goalkeeper. And Adam Stacey completes his hat trick. 6-0 now the scoreline to Kinkaro Knights as we approach the halfway mark in this second half. Orpea Athletic getting us back underway. So dropping it deep with Stokes, who's immediately held up there by Alistair Bullschneider, and Stokes just forced to send the ball long and turn it out. And a free kick given there just against Mateo Montoya. Now Mitch Lowe looking for his options, finds Kwan. Stacey on the far side, cuts inside, but looking to try and go back onto that left foot. And David Felipe able to make the interception, squares the ball, and it's put away. Mateo Montoya getting on the scoreline, picking up Orpea's first goal of the game. Maybe they are not out of it completely. 6-1 the scoreline, 9.5 minutes left. Now Stacey just looking for his options, and now it's scooped past there by Lowe, scooped ball by Kwan, finds Alistair Bullschneider, tries to get the lofted ball. And now Vadadi dropping it deep. Orpea just looking for their options. It's held up with a 1v1 against Mitch Lowe. Cuts inside, but Lowe and Stacey collectively able to win it, but free kick given. Ankles caught there by Vadadi. And Kwan able to get down the line. Finds Bullschneider, who returns the ball back. Beautiful bit of quick feet there by Brian Kwan. Stacey finds Mitch Lowe, whose effort just goes wide. Good layoff there by David Felipe, just trying to get that movement in behind as he does. And Felipe, just like that. Orpea now have their second. David Felipe picking up his first goal of this match, and in doing so, his 5th of the season. Like we said, the margin now brought down to 4. Couple goals in quick succession for Orpea. How will Kinkaro react? Kwan runs the ball out of play, and you can see it's a lot more urgency in the play. Dane Stokes looking to drive into the middle, gets his shot away, deflected, and in the back of the net. And just like that, Dane Stokes picks up yet another goal for himself, taking his tally for the season up to 8. But having been in a position of real strength at 6-0, Orpea have managed to drag it back to 6-3 in the last couple of minutes. 2 goals very quickly, and now Stokes looking to drive his way through, demonstrating just why he has been one of the most consistent performers over this season. Consistently, picking up accolades. And now a double team and the foul given there. Felipe finding Vadadi. Ball comes back, David Felipe, and he gets the goal! David Felipe picking up his second, and just like that, we're now at 6-4. 3 goals in the matter of maybe the last 2 minutes of play, and Kinkara just unsure almost of what's going on at the moment. Defensively, they've just dropped the ball a little bit. And here we go again, another attack. David Felipe. Oh, good save there by Craig Odrum. So yeah, I thought Felipe might try and scoop the ball there after Odrum went down to ground. But now Vadadi looking to try and force his way. Now Mitchell with a 1v1 with Stokes, but Vadadi's getting back. Mitchell braced onto that for round Espinosa Leon, but wide of the post. Just over 6 minutes left in the game. 6-4 the scoreline now. We have got a game on our hands. Now, Felipe looking for the return ball. Just can't get on the end of it. Now, Stacey held up by Vadadi. Drops it with Sam Bushmeider, who in turn, Hamid Vadadi looking to try and get that ball over the head of Craig Odron, but able to save it well. And Stacey's efforts well pushed wide of the post by the outstretched left hand of Espinosa Leon. Alistair Bushmeider's effort well blocked by Stokes, and now David Felipe with the chance to run at the defence. And he gets a free kick there, much to the displeasure of Stacey and Bushmeider. Now Vadadi steps up. Oh, and what a save by Craig Odron. Just knocking it wide for the corner. The corner goes to the back post. And Bushmeider sends it clear. Stokes lurking there with the effort. On Vadadi's ball. Turned over. Adam Stacey. What a tackle. Espinosa Leon with the slide tackle. Cleanly getting the ball and taking Adam Stacey out at the same time. And beautiful work there by Vadadi. Getting the nutmeg on Adam Stacey. Now Stacey just looking for his options. Finds Alistair Bushmeider in essential areas. But possession is turned over now. Amir Vadadi. Or 3v2 if they can use it. Stacey low. Alistair Bushmeider. And Alistair Bushmeider picking up his second goal of the game and half. And Kinkara Knights extend their lead once again. 7-4 now. 4 minutes to go. How will Orpea react to the setback? Now Montoya's effort, not held cleanly by Odrum, forced out of play, and now Orpea with possession of the ball on the far right hand side of the court. Vadadi now Vadadi comes back, and Vadadi puts it away. Amir Vadadi getting on the score sheet. 7-5 the scoreline now, and just like that, Orpea Athletic finding a way back into it. 3 and a bit minutes to go. They have, full credit to Orpea Athletic. They've done a tremendous job getting back into the game from the position they were in at one stage, 6-0 down. Now Stacey goes deep. Alistair Bushmeider on the volley, just high and wide. Orpea looking to go quickly. Amir Vadadi put under a bit of pressure, looking to come inside. He's managed to keep hold of it, but Stacey now with the ball. Ball rolls past one, squares it to Sam Bushmeider, and his efforts put wide one-on-one with Espinosa Leon. Seems that Espinosa Leon got a toe to that. Fantastic save in doing so. Stacey, short corner to low. Tries to get the strike away, but well blocked by Montoya, and it goes out of play for another corner. And Stacey finds Bushmeider, and deflected in off of Dane Stokes for the own goal. Nothing really that Dane Stokes could do with that one. Now the ball down line. Amir Vadadi And Amivadadi brings it back right away. Picks up his second in quick moments. But again, it's just one of those games. Kinkaro score, Orpia score. Kinkaro, Orpia, just back and forth. And with 2 minutes left, 2 goals is the margin. And Bushmider just sends the ball out of play. Now Stokes just trying to find a little bit of space to break through, but good bit of pressure by Low, and Bushmider combined forces him out. Stokes gets it down. Stokes down the line, onto that left foot, and Stokes! 15th foul of the half there for Orpia Athletic.
Don't touch the glass man. Don't touch the glass man.
And now Adam Stacey standing over it, looks for options. Toe punts it in off the forearms of Espinosa Leon. I don't think he knew too much about it. And the corner to Bushmider. Sam Bushmider now with the volley straight into the hands of the keeper. And Craig Arjon just slowing things down a little bit and dropping it at the feet of Sam Bushmider, who just holding it in the corner. They pick up the foul, and with that, a 10-meter penalty.
Come on, Will.
Now Bushmider stands over it. And what a save by Espinosa Leon! Stokes trying to force his way through. Quick free kick taken, nodded to goalwards by Montoya, but well held by Craig Arjon. Intercepts and knocked out, and that will be full time in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Kinkaro Knight picking up the victory in this game, 8 goals to 6. Obviously a hat-trick to Adam Stacey, 2 to Alistair Bushmider, and 1 apiece for Mitch Lowe and Brian Kwan with the own goal. For Orpia Athletic, a brace apiece for David Felipe and Ahmed Vadadi, and 1 for Dane Stokes and Mateo Montoya. That result obviously means that the table remains unchanged. Orpia Athletic locking in that 3rd position, in Kinkaro Knights sealing 4th. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up Season 1 of the Superliga de Futsal Brisbane. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you have enjoyed our coverage of the games here on ClubMaster Media, live from the Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre. We will see you guys later for Season 2.